Hello, this is Cuberized, and welcome to my Craftoria Let's Play. At the end of last episode, we had made advancements in Occultism and in our ability to get an enchantment library by upgrading some of our bookcases. Today I wanted to start off with, back here in the base, explaining a little bit about these guys that we summoned earlier, and yeah, going from there to actually setting up some auto grinding, crushing, and smelting. So this little guy is a lumberjack, and how I can tell is that he comes with a book that says Book of Calling Lumberjack. So this is kind of his settings book. So what I can do with him is when I bring him back, because I picked him up with a creature catcher, this, if you right click this in the air, you can actually set where he's going to be working, cutting down his trees, the size of the work area, and once you have that, then yeah, you shift right click and that'll set this base location, and then you can go to where you want him to put the output. So, you know, the logs that he's cutting, you pick a storage area and you right click, you change this mode to set deposit, and then you right click on that container, and so he will chop down the trees and then deposit the goodies that he chopped down into a container. So the other cool thing is that this book is a way to pick this guy up, so you don't have to worry about having a creature catcher. You just right click on it and pick him up, and then he's in there. These are for, you know, they're a corresponding one, which is, this is the janitor and that's the transporter. So the ones that are traders, these guys that we summoned in an earlier episode, that are the traders for trees, other stone, and other rock, don't have a book. So you have to have some way of storing them. If you don't have just dire things, there is an occultism way, let me back up here, to actually store these guys using something called a soul gem. Now this one is a one use only. So if that's all you have and all you can make, it's that. It's a glass block and egg and an iron ingot with a Foliot book. So this will get you this. It's not bad to have, especially early on. You can do this and make these. The better thing to do is get this one, and this one takes one of these fragile empty soul gems and a few other items, so you need something soul based like soul sand or soul dirt. These things, you need a genie book, then it's gold, copper, and diamond. So it's not, oh, and silver. It's not a lot. So again, something you can do early on. It does take 2.5 minutes. Yes. So it takes a little bit longer because this only takes 30 seconds to create. The one that is really exciting is this one. You can use this on bosses and capture them. So this is a lot more complicated. We just got a Madrid essence. We've got the Ifrit essence. These are dusts. With this is an Echo Shard dust. These are Anesium dust and Witherite dust we made when we were making the black chalk. But we didn't have any extra, so we'd have to do that again. And, ooh, I don't even know what that is. Oh, that looks like fun. That's a thing. So this needs, you know, some end crystals, which are not starting items, but you can make this and capture. And this works just like one of these books or creature catcher. So you just right click on the mob and it picks it up. The nice thing about these is that you can toss them at a creature before it's right up next to you. With these, you have to right click on them, so they have to be relatively close. But if you don't have just dire things in the pack, go with this option. And we will probably be making this run. I don't know if we're going to do it this episode, but we're going to be making these. So, and then these guys can be stored, and you know from the book what it is they're actually doing. So I'm going to call up, yeah, that's him, he's still in there. And did I still have, yes, so I have my crusher here. He's Thor for short. So if I toss him, let's pick something common. Let's give him a copper. If I toss him an ore that can be crushed, did you not get it? Or, oh, you know what? It probably got stuck back in my backpack. It did. Let me turn that off. There. So he's got it in his hand. We can see that it's copper. And he's crushing away. That's what the little things are. And I get back 4 copper because that's his level. I do not have the, he's an Efreet, not a Marid. So I get 4 for 1, which is a good thing. And he will work, but I don't want to sit here and toss him items. So this is where our other guys come in that we made, spawned, if you will. So there's this guy, which he's still in his creature catcher. So I will release him. Let's put you here. And he's got his little broom. And he comes with, so I actually don't need this anymore. And I thought I had more of those. I will look for them. So what he can do is set base location. I'm going to make it a 16 by 16. So we're going to set, so you take his book, and this is, his name is Ray, and he is Ray. So you right click it, not pointing at anything, and you can set his base location just like you would with the lumberjack. And I don't need it to be more than 16 by 16. So the base location, I'm going to set as probably right there. Sorry, shift, right click, okay. So he's standing right on his base. This is where he lives. And I want him to pick up the dust and put it in the smelter. And I've hooked the smelter up in between episodes. I hooked the smelter up so it will go right into the storage input here. So that will just move the items right over there. And I have tested it and it does work. So let me, so nobody falls in, because I'm sure I will, and I don't want him to. So that was that. So the next thing is you right click with his book, and we want to set deposit. So we are going to have him deposit. Again, we want to shift. I don't know that it matters what side, but we're going to shift right click there. And so just to make sure, yep, that was set deposit mode. So he should be, if I give him one of these dusts that this guy just generated, and I don't have my backpack doing this. Actually, let's give this guy, and I need to get out of the way because I will tend to pick things up. In fact, let me take, I don't have, okay, I don't have it. It's, let me make sure both of these are off, and off. Okay. Let me give you another copper. Okay, so he grabbed the copper. I'm going to stand out of the way so I don't get involved in this at all. And it, dang, it did. It came right over to me. So I don't know if this is working for him or not. He should... I think I just picked it up again. Yeah, me being here is not helping. Maybe I need to set you closer to him. Let's go with, this is, which one's yours? You're the janitor. Let me set you over here a little bit closer. So, base location. Okay, I'm going to set the base location for him to be over, and let me crouch over here so I don't. I can damage them if I crouch too close, and I don't want to do that, so I'm sneaking up on him. Okay, so your base location is now going to be here. There. Okay. And I'm going to back away from him. And I'm now going to, I'm doing this just so I don't interfere with the whole thing. So set deposit. And I'm going to sneak up here. Slowly. And that's haste. That's what happened last time. Okay. So, now, let's try this one more time. He should have been done with it, but I don't see that the other guy moved. Okay, this is not, no, I just picked it up. He didn't, I don't know. Let me actually just double check the book here, because I think this can work with, let's see, configure, capture it, right click with the book to capture. No, I did all of that. Okay, we don't want to lose the book, but so I think with, pretty sure that, let's see here, we want the janitor. Oh, I know what. I know why. I know why. The janitor and the transporter both are set up to whitelist items. So they don't actually do anything until you reset them. So if you sneak right click on them, you pull up their settings and you can blacklist things or whitelist things, and then he should be able to, now this should work. If I toss this to you, did you pick it up? Oh, he picked it up. No, no, you're not supposed to pick it up. Give me that back. I mean, you are, but you're not. Let me toss up at you. There you go. You've got it. So, it worked. He went right to where he was supposed to go. I'm going to stand over here. He looks like he went. And if we check, yes, they're in there. Perfect. Okay. So this is working as it's supposed to work. And then I've already put the other guy, who is the transporter, which, haste again. Okay, so I'm going to shift, so set, so I want to set extract. What I did was I put all of my ores that I want them to process through here, and I will actually put this in here too. So that will go over. So what I want to have done here is these are the ores that I'm going to have them process through, and I'm going to have my transporter take out of here and give it directly to that guy so that he can crush it, and then he'll drop it and this guy will pick it up and put it in the smelter. So again, you shift right click in the air, sorry that's haste spells, shift right let me start again. Right click in the air with the book, the mode you want set extract, then you, let me back away a little bit, then you shift right click where you want them to extract from. Oh, and there's the guy. And then when this guy needs something else, he will go fetch it. And then to do the next one is set deposit, and that's where you want to shift right click on him, and I'm interfering with the Foliots here, but you shift right click on him and it actually tells you at the bottom he will now hand over items. So he's specifically going to hand items to him, and he will just drop it and this guy will pick it up and throw it in there. Now if I step away from all of this, I shouldn't interfere with it. So when he drops, we'll see the guys moving. There's one. Okay, so he's putting it in the smelter, which is great. And I'm not interfering at all. And you can see his little broom. And when he needs more, the transporter will go get him more. So it's working. And I don't have to be here for that. I can go away, they will stay here and do their thing, and yeah, I don't have to be here, which is nice. One thing I wanted to mention is, there's one of mine. Is there any more in here? No. Yes, I see them. Okay. Is that so yes, you can store them in the book. If they don't have a book, you can create the gem, which I pointed out, these to pick them up, or you can just use creature catchers, or if there's some other mod that has an opportunity for you to pick critters up, there's that way. There are a few, let me show you what they are here. A few ores that I had from this pack that are not able to be crushed using the, well, not able to be crushed at all in any way, shape, or form. And the way you can check is if you check out the what you can use this on, and you don't see a crusher here at the top, you can't do it. If you take a look here at copper, you get to see the occultism crushing figure. With that, you can crush. So this was Xenolite, which is from Hazen and stuff, Iron Spells, Raw Mithril, Uranite from Powa, Raw Replica from Replication, and surprisingly, this, which I don't even want to try to pronounce, from Mechanism Extras. But everything else can go through. So I should be able to, first of all, I want to get this. I should be able to toss this down, but chances are I'm going to end up picking it up again. So I'm just going to put this right into the, and I can't. Here, you take it. Nope. I will put this in here. So he's doing his thing. Obviously, if I do my, I still have my temporal pouch, and I'm going to use this on this, just so that I can get rid of this. There we go. But there's clearly some limitations since I'm interfering with it, but yeah, that's how these guys work. And then you can store their, you can actually see in here, we didn't set him with a location, but it actually will say on the book itself where we're taking things from and where we're going to. So he's handing it to another spirit. If we had, for example, a smelter spirit, we could have the janitor hand off to the smelter as opposed to putting it in a smelting machine. They can actually hand it off to a smelting spirit, and then we can have another potentially another janitor pick up the item and put it into storage. So that's another way of doing it. And I'm going to see if I can get rid of this, because I'm picking these all up again. I'm going to get out of the way before I inadvertently pick something up. Okay, so that's that fun with setting these up. And again, these are the only ones I've found, so the bulk of the items can be run through the smelter. I'm sorry, I'm saying smelter. Crusher can be run through the crusher. This I don't want here. Let me put some of this stuff in a bag real quick. Not that one. This one. And this I'm going to do something with, but not right this second. Yep, so I was going to run down to... I'm going to have to move quickly. Oh! Okay then. Okay. I did not anticipate that. Okay, well that's good to know in a weird sort of a way. I didn't get everybody. Okay, let's do this. Okay, well we need to be careful of that because if my guys aren't close to me, I guess they don't teleport with me. So because I only got one. So let's get this guy trapped safely. Okay, let's go back to this and find our other guys who are... Okay, I'm going to go back. Okay, so safety tip, don't use a waystone when you have guys there. Okay, so I could walk away, I just can't waystone myself away. Let's see here, let me go back to the top. Okay, good to know. So, as I said, with the books, I don't have to keep them It's probably actually safer not to keep them in here. We're going to keep them in the book. And no, it's in here. I will find it. It's these two. And that guy should go back to his position. And this guy goes to his extraction. Okay, hi. And there they are. They're tucked away. So, little trial and error on that, but I think you guys get the idea. And yeah, so that's how that works. Put this away. And I will put him in the bag here. And I still have my possessed bees as well. I still don't know. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, all done. And yeah, I have some of those. Okay, so crafting up those other things might be a good idea. We did craft up this, which we'll go ahead and go and use. And while I'm still here, let me put my wrench away wherever that. No need to carry that around. All right. This should be relatively quick. We should be able to get these done. So, and then these will be finished. So this one is here. Okay, I need a lot, and plus I'm going to need more crystals. So since I'm standing here, let's make more crystals. And I don't think let me just make sure I haven't tucked anything in here or have anything tucked in here. No, no, and no. Okay. This is made with diamonds. Into the Spirit Fire. If I have the trader out, I don't know that he actually does diamonds. Spirit Trader, yes he does. Oh, it's the Gambler. Okay. We haven't summoned him yet, but you can give him either emeralds or diamonds and he will give you Spirit Tomb gems. Okay, so let's get some... I thought I had one, but I am not seeing it. Oh yes, I do have a couple here. So let's do... How many do I actually need? It looks like 8. So I need 7 more, which means 27 more. Whoops, did not do that right. That should be what I need, give or take. And there we go. We have our 28, and that will get us our 8 crystals. And possibly I miscounted. And that's definitely not in the right spot. Okay, that's a problem too. Okay, what did I do and where did it go? Oh, you know where it went? I know where it went. It went into this. I probably have matching orange in here somewhere. Yeah, I do. Let me just grab it from here. I think it's technically red, not orange. Come on. We'll find out if it matches. Yep, it matches. So, yes. And last one. Now I think I made too many, but I'll use them in the other ones. Okay, I'm just going to go very quickly and drop this stuff down. And then that should get us to 205. Unless I missed something, which hopefully I didn't. Should have already put the black chalk in the middle, so that should be a thing. There it is. All done. And it is a 19 by 19, so my building is, and my squares are set correctly. I made one extra block around the thing. So there, that one is done. This one is probably also going to need black because I still have the dark gray there in the center. This one already had the black added. So let's go check this one out. Yep, and I need skulls and those, so I've got that. And I'm going to need black chalk, which should be in here, and wither. And I'll grab a bunch just in case. So, yeah, so here are the crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that is actually still there. Do the skulls. Oh, it looks like I'm also going to need yellow. So let's grab the yellow. And I'm going to run around and do yellow and blue, and when I go to do the black, I will come back. Okay, I've finished the yellow and the blue on the outside edge. It looks quite nice, and now I'm going in to do the black, which should be just these here. You can kind of tell that it looks like there's something, there's like 2 images overlaid, and that's because it wants black here in the final stage. And there we go. We are done. So this is a complete one as well. So 2 down, 1 more to go here, and we will have this all sorted out. And let's find the book. I have a wizard trying to throw snow at me. I may have to go get him, depending on how much annoyance he is. Okay, and here's our last one. And so it looks like it's going to be blue and is that purple? Yes, blue and purple along the outside. I will only summoning a polar bear. Okay. And I will do that, and it looks like I need skulls. These, I think, yeah, these are already here. So I will go ahead and place the skulls and do the blue and purple, and then when I go to do the black in the middle, I will be back. Alright, I am back, and we're ready to do the final one. This is just a reminder, this is circle form. This is a diamond. And again, I did pretty good getting it in there. I got an extra space here, so an extra space there. And this one I also left a space all the way around. This is a square. So if that helps you figure out 1, 2, and 3 is circle, diamond, and square. So, and now we're doing the black, and this will be done, and the 3 main ones will be finished here. There we go. And we did it! Yay! Now there is a... we did these 2. You don't get rewards, I don't think, for any of these chalks. But we've done all of that. We've done this. This is what I talked about with the empty soul gem. That you can use it to capture. And this is, yeah, you need this first, so we have not created that yet. We will. And we've done this dimensional mine shaft. We definitely want to work on, and we'll get that done. And yeah, there's other things as well, but we're making great progress on occultism. With iron spells, I am still... we're almost done. I'm looking for this piece here and the Necronomicon, which I have not yet found, and this. So this may... this is just going to be happenstance. I'm going to be able to find someone to translate the book, and then this I'm going to still look for. I've done 3 of these adventures to try to find the Undead King and get the Necronomicon, but I have not yet done it. So, doing well there. With ours, we've made some progress. We will need to get into Ritual Braziers, and yeah, we'll have to check this out as well. So let's, with all that being said, this is my occultism bag of tricks, and yeah, I can actually put that stuff away. So, oh, I wanted to go down to with occultism. One thing before I take off here is, if you look at occultism, there's tools and you get these other things you can use, but there is not really, and of course you can craft the goggles, which we've already done, but there is no armor or robes or anything that go with occultism. Now there happens to be both, for iron spells and spell books, there's a host of different ones, as well as with ours. There's all of this. So I'm going to go back to iron, back in the magic zone, and we're going to see if we get... That's one of my guys. See if we can craft up something. And I also have... he's pushing me. A couple of these I wanted to put up to see how they would look. Maybe here? Oh, no. No, that's not. Nope, not there. And the floor is actually somewhat cluttered. Sorry, it is. let's see if we can put it maybe here. Is this too much? Or does that make it look... From out here it looks pretty good. Yeah, so that's just some decorative things, just like these books that I've put all over the place are decorative. And what else do we have here? Oh yes, I found all of these. I actually was cleaning out my storage and I dumped all of these in there by accident. But yeah, we've got a fair amount of various levels so that we can learn spells that we do not have. And yeah, there's the blood staff, which is the one we get from the dead king. These are ones I've gotten from killing the dead king. These are actually used to make quite a few different fancy weapons. So this one is adds to your fire spell power. So depending on which spell power you have, would probably dictate which one of these you'd want. But this one is fire-based. This is cold-based. This one is lightning, nature, evocation, another evocation. Or is that the same evocation? Same evocation. Different recipe. Then you get into shadow and cosmic and hydro, which is water. This is eldritch, and this looks exciting, even if I'm not specializing in eldritch. This kind of looks cool. It takes a netherite sword plus one of the fragments plus weapon parts, which I don't think these are difficult to make. No, they are, sorry, they're this. And these we've already made before, these arcane ingots. And yeah, this stuff is, these things are used for all kind of really cool tools. But where was the one I was looking for? Yeah. So all of these different tools, this one I mean, it looks exciting with the armor shred and protection shred. And yeah. So, and this one is the holy version. Dawnmaker. At least I interpret it as that. And then this one is the Terra one. Yeah, and it has pretty exciting stuff. So when you get one of these, you may or may not want to use it right away if you haven't specialized yet, because you have to kill the dead king to get it. And they can't be crafted. So, cool stuff. Cool stuff. And this one, these I've actually killed the warden, so that's not a problem. These are easy to make, and I have a netherite sword. I don't know if these can be enchanted or not. So, in fact, let's check here. Is that it? Yes, that's it. It looks like it can be enchanted, so... Yeah. This one... Mithril. Oh, And that's the one I don't have a lot of. Yeah, actually this raw mithril he might be able to crush. No. Nope, you just smelt it. And then that's... yeah, you need 4 of those. So it is the fact that you can't double it isn't great. But yeah, let's see if we can actually do this. In fact, let me run back up and see if we can make that. Which means I should go looking for mithril. Okay, back to this. And I think that's enough to get this. And there we go. So mithril's going to be a thing. So yeah, let's nope, that's not what it's called. That's it. Excalibur, do I not have it? Oh, I don't have it in my there it is. In fact, I should probably put these away. Nope, I just put them back in my bag, didn't I? And I don't think I have a different netherite sword, so before I... yeah, it's going to use mine, and where did I just put the fragment? No, that's not it. Ever just have one of those days? So this is called parts. Okay, so this, if I do this, I get none of these enchantments. So I'm going to take this out, and I am going to make, if I have netherite, I do have some netherite, and do I have diamond swords that I was actually looking at. So these are diamond swords I've gotten as loot that I wanted to take a look at to see if one of these might actually be better than... so this does armor shred, this does poisoning, and it has an empty socket. So this is 7, 1.6, and 3, 7. Yeah, but this does crit damage and it has an empty slot. This does crit damage, and something syringe barrage. Yeah, and has fractured soul. So I am not sure if I'd want to try one of these to be a netherite sword. They all look exciting. I kind of like the armor shred. And the overheal. But crit damage is good. Alright, we're going to try this one. So I should have somewhere. And here's the where's the somewhere is a, I don't see it. Where are my armor trims? Is this? Yeah, let me get this. This stuff does not belong here. Okay, I can get rid of this, and I know this is not the right tool for that. But I thought I put the armor trim. Did I put it? No. Oh, this works really well. For, you just put it in your inventory and it slowly repairs all gold items. Very, very cool. Maybe I put the armor trim over here? Beds. I have such random bags of stuff. Oh, these are random heads. More random heads. And more heads. So, in fact, that shouldn't be there. That should be here. Okay. Hold a second. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe I put it in here. I started this and just never finished. No. Oh, no, it's in here. I don't know why this searching... Oh, it's template, not trim. Yeah, okay. So that's the warden. That's not the one I want. This one? Yes. So we're going to try this. So smithing table is over here. So we put this with this, with this, and yeah, it retains its enchantment and its imbued spell. So if I put the exact same enchantments on it that this has a lot on it. So yeah. I'm looking at the... Hello. Let's look at these two together. What I can do, hopefully, is do this. And that should come out here. And while that's doing it, let me put these away. And I'll put these here. And back here. So if I put this here, that works. But again, okay. Alright, so different thing. Okay, well it answers my question about what will this do? And I've stripped the enchantments off of this, so this is just... this has spell power on it. which I will lose if I put it over there. Okay, we can just go ahead and make another one. Yeah, I'm really curious about this, and since I have these, I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of them, and let's make just a plain old netherite unenchanted, not special, because yeah, this was yeah, I put enchantments on this to get that perk. So back over here, I still need a diamond, plain vanilla diamond. Let's do it here. There's a netherite diamond sword. There's a netherite diamond ingot. Ooh. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're just going to do this. Okay. So back here. I have a plain vanilla netherite sword. We go back here. Put that in here. That is not the right thing. That thing. And I get the Devourer, which sounds really cool. Yeah, so this is... Yeah, and I should be able to... Where is my anvil? I did it again, didn't I? I moved the anvil. There. Got it. Now I'm going to stand by this. I think I can do... Alright, so what I'm going to do is, because I have the pocket anvil, it's anvil on the go, and oh, I should turn off the coin. It's sucking up all of my levels. So by setting this to 15, it's going to make sure I have 15 levels at all times. So that'll actually hopefully expedite this. And what I'm going to do is see... yes, I think I still want all of this. This is damage. This gives me reliquary drops. This gives me generally more loot. This mends the item. And this does not say anything about it being unbreaking. This does give me unbreaking. This is... I get loot tables rolled twice, and this allows me... yeah, it's more damage. So let's see what we can do here. That only takes 2. I'm just trying to get some low-level combining things here. I don't know which ones. Probably severing is doing it. That could be looting. No. Get to the point where it doesn't really make much difference. We're just trying to combine books. That's one I'm going to need more experience for. There we go. 68. Okay. If you do these one at a time on an item, it gets to be pretty expensive. Since I already know what I want, I'm going to go from this to that. I hope. Yes. So we'll have everything on there, and it's now, it goes from 14 damage to 17 damage. 6 entity interaction range, which means that most of these things are like 3. So this means that I can swing and be 6 away, not 3. Which means that's great. I will take that. And ta-da, we got it. So this is impressive. And it's pink. So, and it's, oh, look at that sword. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can, let me go. Let's go back to our home base. Let's step outside and strike a pose here. If I can remember which one it is to do point of view. No, that's it. There we go. That's not a little sword at all. That's why you can reach 6, is that the thing is amazingly long. It's almost 3D. They swing at you. All right, enough fun. Okay, so we actually now need to go try this out on something or someone. So let's go back in here for a second. Let's go back to the top. I will go to my mining dimension. And not there. We're going to come over here. And in fact, I will, yeah, I'll do this. I will actually go down in the pit to do this too. Although, you know, with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even need to be in the pit. I can be out here. Okay, so I have a host of guys that I captured who were bothering us to some level. Let me get this out of the way. And I'm going to put this stuff away really quickly, just not even away, just out of the way. Yeah, this, actually I'll put that where it belongs. And okay, and then, oh, that's one last thing. Let's get this back up in here, and we'll put this in here. All right, we are good to go. And I have way too much experience on hand, so while I'm getting ready, I will have my coin, remove all of that, and I'll have to remember to reset it back at home. So, this is various guys. There is actually a polar bear in here. So we will release the polar bear. And we will just release whatever else here. Now, we'll see if I can... Okay, I can't reach. There we go. Now there he is. Can reach all the way in the back. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Alright, so I'm going to actually make sure this is turned on so that we get everything going into the backpack. Okay, so let's release some more. Let's see what these two guys are. A guy with no face and some named wizard-looking guy. Oh, he's fire-based. And I actually came down here on purpose because I was not... stuff is still falling out of the sky. There it is. My bubble effect. Oh, well, there you are. I wondered where you went. You're almost dead. Stand still. Let me see how many. 39. He's healing. Okay. I'm going to toss some things your direction that are not fire-based. I can't even see my cursor. And he teleported away again. He's out roaming around over there. Okay, 1 second. Okay, we are going to be doing this, I guess, out here, since he teleported away. Okay, and... there we go. The bow got him. So... yeah, okay, let's see what we got now. Let's go back to... casters seem to be a little tougher. This guy's not too bad. He's not healing. And he's dead. This is just crazy. And his minions are dead. And I'm gonna eat, and then we'll do some more. And I think that'll be... oh, that's my spell. It's not haste. It's something else. So far I've gotten some pants, a hat, chest plate. That looks kind of nice with this empty slot. Undead Knight's boots. Another Undead Knight. Okay, hold on, let me come back. Alright. Things coming out of the sky. We're going to have arrows fall here. One more. And there we go. Oh, one guy got out. Yeah, this is not a deep enough hole to prevent them from teleporting out. This one is. That one is definitely deep enough. Yeah. So, yeah, we've got pants and another Apotheosis gem. We've gotten some spells. We've gotten some ink. Random items. Okay. Let's do 2 more. other than the guys teleporting away, they're not too bad. And he teleported away. Oh. And there's a big block that's going to come and hit me on the head. Yep, there it went down. No, there it is, still going up. There it went. Okay, this guy, did you teleport over into here? Silly guy. I didn't think he'd be able to do that. Which means he probably can teleport out. I'll have to get down there and get that. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna go home and I'll come back. I'll be right back. Yeah, something I did not think about when making the really big deep hole was how was I going to get the stuff. This one I set up so I can jump up and down, but I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna have to use one of my moving around options that I have. So I will look into a good option for that. Okay, so next two. Let's see what we get. I can't remember what I picked up. Well, these look interesting. This guy has over 100 points. And it looks like he's doing death magic or blood magic. Yep, he's doing blood magic. Got him. Come on, hop out of here. Okay. Yeah, he does what the Death King does. Oh, that looks like it's a helmet. That has a lot of stuff going on. It is blood magic. Yep, so we getting stuff. I like stuff. Let's, for the grand finale, let's do 3. 1, 2, and 3. Looks like an ice mage, some other guy, and I'm more worried about the ice mage. Because I can barely see him. I don't know if they're fighting each other, or it's just my stuff going between them. They might be fighting each other. Polar bear. Anybody glowing anywhere? Did I get them all? I saw the first one die, and I think I got the blood magic guy, and then, oh, there's something up here. Nothing down there. Alright, let's see what I got. Oh! Yes, this is the ice guy, and the jacket, and the boots, and some permafrost fragments. Wow. And vampiric spellbook with blood magic. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I got a graybeard staff with spells already on it. I think I already said that one, but here's another graybeard staff. Overgrown bones from Hazen and stuff. Yeah, so pretty good. Yeah, and these guys were just out and about, hanging out around my occultism, so just as safety tips. Okay, let me switch that to haste. I forgot. That, yeah, if you up your level. And let's see, I think it's control. Let me check here. Controls, keybinds, category, apotheosis, world tier. Yeah, control T. For me, I don't know what it is for you, but changing the world settings, you can raise it up and you get more exciting guys that come after you. By all means, if you have just dire things, use the creature catchers, or if you happen to have occultism, I happen to have both in the back, make some of those occultism gems that will capture critters, and you can capture them and then strategically battle them when you have time and are in a good setting, especially if you're going from point A to point B and one of them shows up and wants to mess with you, you can just capture them and keep going and then battle them later. Yeah, it's a great way to do it. And yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here. So I hope you enjoyed. We did lots of occultism and summoned a bunch of things and fought a bunch of things. So if you did enjoy, please... my coin is active again. 1 second. Get that turned off. If you did enjoy, please toss me a like. It really helps me out. And for alerts to new items when I roll them out, please subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, toss them down below, and I will read and reply to your comments. So I'm Cuberized. This is my Craftoria Let's Play. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, everybody. Cuberized out.